Hi, dear ones. Reading from Women Who Run with the Wolves. This is all about the wild woman archetype. And the wild woman archetype is so loud during our luteal phase of our menstrual cycle. So I really want to read this to you. No matter by which culture a woman is influenced, she understands the words wild and woman intuitively. When women hear those words, an old memory is stirred and brought back to life. The memory is of our absolute, undeniable kinship with the wild feminine, a relationship which may have become ghostly from neglect, buried by over-domestication, outlawed by the surrounding culture, or no longer understood anymore. We may have forgotten her names, we may not answer when she calls ours, but in our bones we know her. We yearn towards her. We know she belongs to us and we to her. It is into this fundamental, elemental, and essential relationship that we were born, and that in our essence we are also derived from. The wild woman archetype sheaths the alpha matrilineal being. There are times when we experience her, even if only fleeting, and it makes us mad with wanting to continue. For some women, this vitalizing taste of the wild comes during pregnancy, during nursing their young, during the miracle of change in oneself as one raises a child, during attending to a love relationship as one would attend to a beloved garden. A sense of her also comes through the vision, through sights of great beauty. I have felt her when I see what I call in the woodlands a Jesus God sunset. I have felt her move in me from seeing the fishermen come up from the lake at dusk with lanterns lit, and also from seeing my newborn baby's toes all lined up like a row of sweet corn. We see her where we see her, which is everywhere. She comes to us through sound as well, through music, which vibrates the sternum, excites the heart. It comes through the drum, the whistle, the call, and the cry. It comes through the written and the spoken word, sometimes a word, a sentence, or a poem or a story, is so resonant, so right, it causes us to remember, at least for an instant, what substance we are really made from. Where is our true home? These tastes of the wild come during the mystique of inspiration. Ah, there it is. Oh, now it is gone. You guys know those moments of inspiration. The longing for her comes when one happens across someone who has secured this wildish relationship. The longing comes when one realizes one has given scant time to the mystic cookfire or to the dream time, too little time to one's own creative life, one's life's work, or one's true loves. Yet it is these fleeting tastes, which come both through beauty as well as loss, that cause us to become so bereft, so agitated, so longing that we eventually must pursue the wildish nature. Then we leap into the forest or into the desert or into the snow and run hard, our eyes scanning the ground, our hearing sharply attuned, searching under, searching over, searching for a clue, a remnant, a sign that she still lives, that we have not lost our chance. And when we pick up her trail, it is typical of women to ride hard to catch up, to clear off the desk, to clear off the relationship, to clear out one's mind, turn to a new page, insist on a break the rules, stop the world, for we are not going on without her any longer. I put have to adjust my glasses. Once women have lost her and then found her again, they will contend to keep her for good. Once they have regained her, they will fight and fight hard to keep her. For with her, their creative lives blossom. Their relationships gain meaning and depth and health. Their cycles of sexuality, creativity, work, and play are reestablished. They are no longer marks for the predations, being prey, others being predators onto you. They are entitled equally under the laws of nature to grow and to thrive. Now, their end of the day fatigue comes from satisfying work and endeavors, not from being shut up in too small a mindset, job, or relationship. They know instinctively when things must die and when things must live. They know how to walk away. They know how to stay. When women reassert their relationship with the wildest nature, they are gifted with a permanent and eternal, internal watcher, a knower, a visionary, an oracle, an inspiring person, an intuitive, a maker, a creator, an inventor, and a listener who guide, suggest, and urge vibrant life in the inner and outer worlds. When women are close to this nature, the fact of that relationship glows through them. This wild teacher, wild mother, wild mentor supports their inner and outer lives no matter what. So, the word wild here is not used in its modern sense, meaning out of control, but in its original sense, which means to live a natural life, one in which the creature has innate integrity and healthy boundaries. These words, wild and woman, cause women to remember who they are and what they are about. They create a metaphor to describe the force which funds all females. They personify a force that women cannot live without. It is so good. So good. I know this book has changed my life, especially in times where I needed to be seen, heard, felt. And it has a lot to do with what I create now, and honoring that wild nature, that wild substance, that allowing myself to rage in ways that I could rage, and letting it be beautiful and letting it be seen, and not allowing myself to be small. And so I share that with you in hopes of inspiring you to be more wild, to honor your wild nature, and to know that if you're in your luteal phase and you feel all the doubts and insecurities come up, let those be something. Let that anger, let that emotion give you a direction to what you want to change. Because if it's all over sunshine and rainbows, you would not think of changing a thing. Therefore, you will not grow. So good. Thanks for listening.